But I'm telling you, it's not me. They've already caught him. I'll see you in the dressing room. Hello and welcome to Never Mind the Buzzcocks. Bill's first guest is the flame-haired temptress from 80s soft rockers to power. It's Carol Decker.
Don't push too far, your dreams are China in your hand.
To power took their name from a Vulcan high priestess. She wasn't in a lot of episodes of Star Trek, but you may remember she famously defeated Bill's granddad in the Romulan Nonce War episode. Bill's second guest is the po-faced comic turned game show host Jimmy Carr. Contestants on Jimmy's show Distraction have had to eat lamb's testicles, be electrocuted, wrestle and urinate in public. They got the idea for the show from watching Rich and Judy's honeymoon videos.
Oh, can I just say, did you see Richard and Judy talking about chimps? I have to tell you this. What it was they said, today we're discussing the fact that only humans and chimpanzees commit murder, right? And so he had an anthropologist on, and this is what he said to her. He said, how have the chimps got away with it for so long?
Bill's first guest has just launched his solo career after appearing in Fame Academy. It's Alistair Griffin.
Bring it on, tell your friends to come along.
You may remember Alistair got to the final heat of Fame Academy where he was beaten by a lesbian. I would have watched it if I'd known it was that sort of show. I just thought it was like the kids doing cover versions. His second guest is a journalist, broadcaster and music impresario. It's Mancunian motormouth Tony Wilson. Tony's often been accused of being pretentious, but in his defence he says, I'd love to be thin, intense and serious, like Prince Andrei Volkomsky, but I'm much more like Pierre Bezukov. As usual, I've got no idea what he's on about, but then again, I don't watch Hollyoaks. Tony and Alistair, Phil C, ladies and gentlemen. We start the show with Inspector Rock, Bill, Jimmy and Carol. This one's for you. Guitarist, pianist, misogynist, broken wrist. And number one in the Guinness Book of Hit Women, Ike Turner. Ike Turner there with Tina back in 1964. But how did misuse of a telephone get him arrested in 1976? Ike's been arrested many times, obviously, but specifically, how did a telephone get him into trouble?
Did someone use it to phone the police?
I'm going to give you a point for that, because if it went to trial, I think you'd win.
It's hardly likely to, but thank you.
But I'm going to take it away. I gave you a point, you got a laugh, you could have let it alone. No.
I was being po-faced.
Yes.
I am quite po-faced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in that thing you used to put under the bed to piss in.
Is that the po?
Yes.
Po.
Po, yeah.
Right, is that why I didn't realise that was
You
a
didn't think
derivation?
it was a Teletubbies reference, did you?
I was secretly hoping.
Right. Ike Turner.
Ike Turner. No.
He was receiving a blowjob in the car and he tried to explain that it was hands-free and he was over 21.
1976. I'm just pleased he had a mobile phone in 1976.
I hadn't thought of that.
Is T'Pau the northern name for your band?
No, that's Pow.
Can we just run this thing? I think he's actually hypnotising in it. Now, you are a chicken. Yeah. I don't want to be a chicken. No, you are a chicken. And now, pretend that the floor is very hot. Oh!
Well, the lyrics in that song were, was it ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah? Right, she wrote that then, didn't she?
She might have done. It was a Wurzels tribute record.
Are you impugning the Wurzels?
No, I was saying that ooh ah. Are you telling me the Wurzels never said ooh ah?
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They started out as a German expressionist synth band.
And their expression was ooh ah.
Yeah, they sold out, they went all ooh ah. So, did he misuse the phone?
No, he got done for normal use of a phone.
Did he defraud the phone company?
Yes, you're right, but of course you're right, because you've pretty much guessed everything possible with the phone so far. In 1976, Ike Turner was arrested for tampering with his phone line so he could make long-distance calls without being charged. And if it wasn't for Ike's phone votes, Jim Davidson would never have won New Faces that year. Right from the start, Ike and Tina's marriage was notoriously violent. The first item on her wedding list was a gum shield. And the ceremony started with a weigh-in. Oh, Tony and Alistair, here's your question.
Busy in the head now, feeling blue. Things you say, well, maybe they're true.
It's Pete, knob-twiddling, fuzzbox fingering, F-hole bothering, king of the tiny pickups, Townsend.
Can't explain, I think it's love. Trying to say to you when I feel blue. But can't explain, yeah, hear what I say, girl. Can't explain.
That was the Who with a Can't Explain, but how did Pete Townsend get into trouble with the law with a hearse?
Did he nick one, but like during a funeral? He was very upset. Pete
That's a really slow getaway. 4 miles an hour, out of respect. And that look there, that look says, I wish they'd invent the internet.
Was he arrested in the car park of PC World with a hearse full of PCs? Could you burn these for me, please? I'm anticipating a bit of bother.
I think it goes to not very PC world.
That was the irony, wasn't it? The arresting officer, Pete Townsend, was actually called PC World. PC World and DI Box.
During Keith's funeral, did he just, like, you know, jump in and drive the hearse into a swimming pool? Because it's what Keith would have wanted.
Does the crime involve Jimmy Savile?
No!
Because Savile was a very astute businessman, and maybe he had a fleet of hearses. Savile cabs. Hey, we got to pick up, you'll see, young man over there. Now get in the hearse.
It doesn't mean anything, does it? They're just always delightful Jimmy Savile impressions.
Hearse. Townsend.
They were obviously speeding. We're talking the Who, aren't we? We're talking fade away, which which is the speed stutter. So they were obviously speeding in the hearse.
Full of drugs, in a hearse.
Not necessarily, obviously, because I would have, by this point, have said, yes, correct 2 points.
No, you wouldn't.
So, well, I would.
Because you're a miserable cow. Oh, that Wilson's got a tongue on him. I'm only speaking for the audience. Sorry, Mark. This is very tough. I mean, Alistair, their most famous album was Who Live at Leeds. I wonder whether it's to do with the Magic Bus. Is it the Magic Bus?
But that isn't it the Magic Bus an imaginary? Doesn't that just mean smoking dope? You're on the Magic Bus.
It's one of those, like, Little Help from My Friends, is it? It's one of those metaphors.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this any nearer how he got nicked doing something with a hearse?
No, but it's nearer a bit of literary discussion, which is how we began this programme.
Okay, crack on.
So how do you think Dostoevsky would have approached the metaphor of the hearse and Pete Townsend? Look at him, bored. He was on the big rig doing Winnie the Pooh. Suddenly now, oh, it's so boring, speaking of literature.
I bet they stole a hearse to get to a gig.
No, it's actually a really interesting fact. In 1964, Townsend's vintage hearse, which he owned, was towed away from its parking place near Clarence House at the request of the Queen Mother, because it reminded her of the funeral of her husband, King George VI. A date which was made even worse for her when her daughter said, "Guess what, Mum? I got a new job. I'm Queen." If only Dad was here to see it. Oh. The Who's John Entwistle used to regularly pay his favourite hooker $100 a time to dance for him in a Union Jack bikini. And I thought no one had paid a dancing trollop in a Union Jack bikini since the Spice Girls split up. What do I know? Next up, the intros man, Bill and Carol. There was something for you to do towards Jimmy.
Okay, let's assume the position. Right. Okay.
Oh, it's something to do with cricket.
Yeah.
Well, it's the theme to the cricket, but we're actually looking for the title of the song.
Is it called Stumpy Bats or something? Is there some...
How did you know my nickname at school?
It's like Stumpy Bats.
It's like Stumpy Bats.
No.
We have to call them little people now.
Well, do it again and put your back into it.
I've forgotten it. Click! Oh, what out?
He knows it's the cricket. What's the point? Telling him it's the cricket. That's the one thing he knows.
What was that bloke doing in the Pete Townsend video?
Hold on. Which Pete Townsend video is this?
Oh, you see, Carol is...
No, it's not a mime show, and I don't know what you were miming from this angle.
Is it called Fanny Pelmet?
It was attractive, though, and this show needs attractive things.
You didn't see the camera angle. There's one mounted under there. That amazingly turned itself off.
Limbo something?
Yeah.
Well, it is limbo, site, but you've obviously been cheating. I'm actually going to pass it over. Anyone?
It's Soul Limbo
It is
by
Soul
Booker
Limbo.
T.
Booker T and the MG.
Right. Put your piss down.
Sorry.
Concentrate.
Sorry.
No, that's not quite it, Bill. That's not quite it. Camera's doing all right. That's
That's what I was doing.
No, you won't.
Oh, I'll do the dong-dongs then.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong. At least I'm the same species as the viewers.
Oh. You make fun of a pre-op centaur, would you? Right, good.
I don't know what you're telling me, oh.
All right, happy now?
No, of course I'm not. I'm still hosting this show.
So,
Well, it sounded like sort of a bizarre Dwayne Eddy goes techno to me.
no, that's where you're wrong.
Right.
No, I don't think you know it. I shall pass it over.
It's Take Me, I'm Yours by Squeeze.
Of course it is.
It sound like this.
That's how it goes.
That's how I did it.
That's not how you did it.
I wasn't going donk.
No, that's how it should go. That's what we've just been having out.
It's nearly like Mission Impossible, though, isn't it? It's almost... Hello.
What, getting Bill to finish a sentence?
Yeah.
And what we heard there was Take Me I'm Yours by Squeeze. During their US tours, Squeeze's audience used to throw toothbrushes onto the stage because they mentioned in one of their lyrics, which is why I'm currently working on a song for Kelly Osbourne called Anvils, Lions, Tigers and Shit. I'm hoping it's going to turn into a haunting ballad. And Soul Limbo by Booker T and the MGs. When the Stax recording studio was torn down, they sold off the bricks to thousands of fans, and just to make sure the Stax music legend lives on, I bought 200 of them, and one day I'm going to brick up Westlife in my basement. It's been my own tribute band, Fred Westlife. Phil and Alistair, here's something for you to do towards Tony.
Is this going to be musical?
Okay, go on. And you came second. What was the level of the rest of them?
You thought I should have won?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I know you know this one, Tony. I saw this performed, that this band were supporting the Happy Mondays that you were managing at the time, and you must know this record.
When Alistair started, I was just completely drawn into some Dustin Hoffman movie about Aboriginal Americans. And
Because he did it... Hold on, just in case the camera didn't catch that.
Yes. No, it's just that beautiful. It was almost an Indian chant.
Oh, I see. It was just pure.
So I'm lost completely.
Okay.
Because
Well, it wasn't that. You'll have to pass it over.
Stereo MCs connected?
It is connected, of course it is. Stereo MC should have sounded like this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No,
Anyway.
They did support the Mondays, but my band were ill at the time and they were well, so I never liked them.
Yes, the Happy Mondays were ill.
They were-
Okay.
Apparently, you know, in the Fast Show, the jazz man, nice. Well, John Thompson has stated publicly that's based on Tony, and he's also stated publicly that his real life is based on Bez.
Thank you very much for that reference.
That's all right.
Gentlemen.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ba-da-dow, 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 ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
You're going to get this one.
Ba-da-dow, ba-da-dow, ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba.
I love that song. I love that song.
You do, don't you?
I do. I love it, and I cannot.
Your little eyes all
No,
bright like a hamster.
I know. I love it.
You
But-
definitely know this one, Tony.
I know, but I love it. But
Oh, me close, don't let me go. Oh.
Oh!
It was Ignition remixed by R. Kelly. Nothing? No clues from the mime I did and the words I sang? Hold me close, don't let me... David Essex, Hold Me Close, that song?
when you said David Essex, Hold Me Close, that was a clue.
Well,
I have even less chance, but the guy in the funny red shirt didn't get any, did he?
James Carr?
Thanks very much then, cheers.
he was trying to say the funny guy in the red shirt.
Yes, I was saying that.
And you're both wrong, the funny-faced guy in the red shirt.
David Essex once hit me.
Right, so you won't name his songs?
No, I won't. No. He hated punk,
Right,
so I'm having nothing to do with him.
OK. That isn't why he hit you.
It's because you wouldn't buy any pegs.
He's famously, I think we call them travellers, Romanes, whatever.
Is his merchandise Lucky Heather? That's at the front of the gig.
That's his wife. Well, I can't pass it over because I obviously gave you the title and you still didn't hear it. It was Hold Me Close by David Essex. It should have sounded like this.
I'm not going to make you a star.
All right. And Rock On, surely. That was Hold Me Close there by David Essex. David Essex once, quite thoughtfully, once asked pregnant women in the front row of his audience to move back because he had German measles. And Jim Davidson recently asked people in wheelchairs to move back because he had German attitudes. He also heard Connected by the Stereo MCs. The Stereo MCs, the first album was called 33, 45, 78. A lot of people thought it was named after various record speeds, but it turned out it was actually Lulu's age under questioning. The Stereo MC's Rob Birch was expelled from the London College of Printing for his shoddy work, but he got his own back putting up posters everywhere implying that his lecturers were a bunch of cumps. Round three's Identity Parade for Bill, Carol and Jimmy. We've got some Celtic rock for you. For the audience only, here are Run Rig with Rhythm of the Heart. Run Rig there from 1996. We're looking for keyboard player Pete Wishart. So, is number one Run Rig? Or is it number two? Run, Forrest, run! Is it number three? Ronnie Corbett? Is it number four? Run Foot in the Grave? Or is it number five? Run away. So, any clue there? Any of you Run Rig fans?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like the Gap have run out of marketing money.
The gang. They look like a gang. Come on, we're the crazy pots.
With the crazy pots.
Number two is an air of...
Bill, when you
derision.
were at school, and you know, there was this thing of, oh, wouldn't it be great to be in a gang? And your imagination came up with, wouldn't it be great if my gang was called the Happy Pots?
No. No, I was kicked out of them. I was in the crazy pots.
Oh, right.
We were just crazy. We pretended to be rhubarb and hid in pots. Number 4.
Did someone give him Nesquik before the show? He always gets a bit boring.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple of lines.
Chasing the pink dragon.
Yeah, really, it's the back of the throat, you know.
It's lovely because you get a straw with it anyway.
Number 4 has an air of, I don't know, a cheeky mischievousness. Number 2 has an air of derision.
Number 2's also got Hitler's haircut.
Yeah. Yes. Isn't he a politician? Actually, isn't he going to politics?
He is a politician, yes.
Yeah.
Scottish National Party. He's their chief whip.
Like whips.
Jimmy, you can't just keep giving looks like, don't be so stupid. That's true. Every time you look at me, I think, what's that face you're pulling there?
That is just my face, Mark.
Oh, I apologise.
I'm not having a go, it's just this shape. I'm actively trying to not look like that now and it's almost impossible for me. I don't have a facility to. Look.
Based on politicians' haircuts, I'd go 2.
What, because he looks like Hitler?
Well, he wasn't
Can you
either.
think of a more famous politician?
Well, he was very successful in his own way, but...
Certainly was.
So, he's an SNP politician, played keyboards in Runrig. I reckon I'm just going mad. I'm going to go mad. 5.
Right, let's find out with the real Pete Wishart. Please make himself known. It was number 5. Well done, excellent work there. Now the MP for North Tayside and Chief Whip for the Scottish National Party, and also now he's been in the lineup, the most famous member of the Scottish National Party, Pete Wishart, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on, Pete. Farewell, Alistair and Tony. We've got Tony Blair's favourite dance act for you, and for the audience only, here with Dee Ream with Things Can Only Get Better. Dee Ream getting to number 1 there, but which of our lineup is DJ and keyboard player? It's going to be a tough one, this one. We're looking for keyboard player Al Mackenzie. So, is number 1 Dee Ream? Or is it number 2, Deranged? Is it number 3, Pieces of 8? Is it number 4, Boxes of After 8? Or is it number 5, It's Getting Bucking Near, so take off all your clothes? I'd like to point out as well that our normal number 2, Athelstan, who's always in the lineup, he was busy. So we've got a tribute Athelstan. We're hoping to get him next week, but he's really got a bit big-headed and stuff.
Jacking the money up now, isn't he?
And as the honour guard from the Swiss Navy greet the Zambian ambassador.
The boots and tights arrangement that number 5 has got on, I don't know if we can look at his legs there. It's not very piratical, is it? That's a bit more Evans the outside store and...
Pippi Longstocking.
Yes. I think it's number 1.
Oh, come, it's too easy.
Are you sure?
But that might be the double bluff.
Believe me, boss, I would go for 4.
I think it might be number 3.
You have to decide between the two of us.
Tony, can I say, it's the only sentence we've had out of Alistair. We might as well use it in the show. What do you reckon, Phil? Do you agree with that?
I'll go with my young Fame Academy firebrand.
Possibly number 1, actually.
Now the pressure's on you, isn't it? This is like the finals, isn't it?
Go on, Alistair.
1.
Alistair
number
says
1.
it's number 1.
And let's find out if you're right with the real Al Mackenzie. Please step forward. Ah! It was like a triple, quadruple bluff. I don't even know how many bluffs that was. Still DJing and working on an album with his new band, Groove Allegiance, Mr. Al Mackenzie, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming on, Al. Let's have Phil's team going first for the next lines. Your time starts now, and I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. This is a review of this show.
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
Yep, mad world. Carol will get this. Face them two. Freak out.
Freak. Says chic.
Yeah.
Something went right up my arse then on my chair.
It wasn't me. I love your love action.
Thanks very much.
Lovely white frying pan face. Lust, just a distraction. Something in the moonlight catches my eye. The shadow of a lover goes dancing by.
Yeah.
Oh.
My God, I don't know it.
Midnight. This is midnight in Shipman's Cell, isn't
love
it?
to grow, so give me heart and soul. Give me love, give me heart and soul.
Yeah, couldn't really make out what you were saying there.
No.
You were going, Are you on tour again?
I just finished.
Oh, so, but you don't lean into the audience and go,
I do actually.
They probably think it was rubbish. But for your next gig,
Thanks.
I know a girl from a lonely street. Yes, it was Debbie Harry in The Sound of Music. Phil's team need 5 points to win. But let's face it, in the lottery of life, you've already beaten them. Your time starts now. Things can only get better.
When I found you.
Yeah, near enough, yeah. Yeah, you really got me now.
You got me so I can't sleep at night?
Yeah, that'll do. The Kinks. So bring it on, bring it on.
Tell the world they got it wrong, because my friend, it won't be long. So bring it on.
This might be wrong, this often happens.
Ah, shit.
Is that right? On your next tour, do one of his as well. Stop.
In the name of love.
Hammer time. Stop. In the name of love. Hammer time again. It's close to midnight and something evil's lurking in the dark.
Now, in the moonlight, you'll see a sight that almost stops your heart.
Under the moonlight, but I'm going to give you that because, I want to get home. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Because they're like...
Oh, it's Nesquik. This should have been for you.
Because they're like, it's better than yours.
That's exactly it, yeah. Milkshake by Keith. If you make sure you're connected, the writing's on the wall.
No.
No?
Not fair.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep going till you win.
Okay.
That's good. Brilliant. Be nice to come first in something, wouldn't it, Alistair?
Indeed.
What? No, it is nice to come first in things.
It's been 2 hours.
A gentleman never comes first.
I'll tell you what, name a song you like.
Night Boat to Carr by Madness.
Okay. It's just gone noon, half past monsoon.
On the banks of the River Nile.
Yes. Oh. You just got that was fantastic. Just lost. So thanks to Bill, Carol and Jimmy, Phil, Pete and Tony. It's been their man of Buzzcocks, I've been Mark Lamar. And if anyone at home has been playing Buzzcocks Cluedo, tonight's answer was Mark Lamar in the studio with the old rope.
So Lamar back to murder comedy next week at 9, and next tonight on BBC Two, James playing career suicide with the truth snake in Coupling. Africa's kicking over on BBC Three with the fame, glamour and real lives of African footballers' wives. That's about to start, and there's more info on the season coming up. Stay with us.